Cable 7 and 103.7 WTIB present Talk of the Town with Henry Hinton. News, sports, and community information and everything that's going on around town. Now, with Talk of the Town, here's your host, Henry Hinton.
Okay, hour 2 of Talk of the Town here Tuesday morning. Nice to have you here. Trent McGee has just wolfed down his, like half of your
I'll be with you in a minute.
debut. That's a huge biscuit.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, give us the report on Debut's cheese biscuits.
Oh, it's delicious. I had a bacon, egg, and cheese. The biscuit, I love when the biscuit itself is thick, and the bacon, the egg, all of it's thick. It's not just like slapped on fast food bacon and cheese.
How about you?
What did a restaurant?
What did you get over there, Michael? You're stuffing your
I think
food.
I got sausage and egg. It's phenomenal.
How about Coach Carl? What did he get? Coach, what are you eating?
What'd you get over there? You got the same thing I got. It's very good.
All right, very good. Thanks to Debut Cafe and Catering for bringing breakfast by this morning. They are now open for breakfast every morning at 7 right here in Arlington Crossing Shopping Center. And right there, the best place to have breakfast in the medical district. Got these great biscuits and pancakes and what all? What all?
What all?
They got a Debut Your Day special, too. You can get 2 pancakes, 2 eggs, grits, your choice of sausage or bacon and toast, and a drink for $7.49. Such a deal. And lunch specials every day, and, of course, their famous chicken salad. That's what they're famous for at Debut Cafe and Catering here in Arlington Village. 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. I've got a lot of feedback from some of the stuff we talked about last hour. People love to text me. We were talking about Beef O'Brady's.
Yep.
And Jeff Kopfer is going to be here in a few minutes to tell us about the travel plans and ticket plans and stuff like that for the bowl game down in St. Petersburg, Florida, coming up later this month. Adam Mitchell, the town manager of Ayden. Beef O'Brady's is actually pretty good. Lots of TVs, nice sports bar restaurant. Never heard of it.
Not a boy.
But see, Adam is going to be the town manager in Fuquay Arena, and I'm guessing that Beef O'Brady's might be the best thing going in Fuquay Arena, Adam.
Until Adam Mitchell gets there.
It ain't no Skylight Inn, I can tell you that. And Scott just texted me and said, McGee is off his rocker. It's more like 13 hours, not 11 hours driving.
If you drive like a Miss Daisy, you can get there in 11 hours. Scott?
It's going to be holiday traffic.
How would Scott? Scott's never been even. He's never driven. He's always ridden, and he's never known where he was at the time when he's
been
down to St. Petersburg.
Jake, my buddy Jake, I'm not surprised that he said this, and I love Jake, but I don't agree with him. When I was talking about the population study that's just been released showing that the western part of the state of North Carolina is about to take over the population of the state. And I was saying we got to find a way to bring more jobs and people to eastern North Carolina. He says, no. We need to develop our natural resources and take advantage of our great coastal outdoors resource. We do not need more people. Well, I think we can develop our natural resources and take advantage of a great coastal outdoors resource by developing the retirement industry here. But I don't agree that we don't need more people, because if we don't bring more people, we're not going to have more jobs. We're losing population, and therefore, I mean, here's the thing. Do you want your kids to have something to stay in eastern North Carolina for, or do you want them to live in Lexington, which is going to be part of the new megalopolis?
Lexington.
Or Archdale. Or High Point. I mean, the whole population of the state is going to be living between Raleigh and Charlotte on I-85. It's going to be unbelievable. It's going to be like New York City type population.
That's attractive for young people.
I guess.
It is. I mean,
Braxton just sent me an email and says, modernize infrastructure. Raise taxes to pay for modernization.
No comment.
I'm just going to let that hang there. My boy is advocating raising taxes. That doesn't fly too well around here, Braxton. Adam Mitchell says Skylight Inn is second tonight. See, now I'm on to reading the second wave of text.
They need to call.
Hank says Beef O'Brady's are all over Florida, statewide sports bar chain. They probably moved into other states, but they started in Florida. Okay, well, we're going to find out more than we ever wanted to know about Beef O'Brady's. 10 minutes after 8 o'clock. It's going to clear up later today, but still some periods of rain today. High temperature near 50 and chance of rainfall 70% today. Could get a half inch of rain or so, clear and 28 tonight. And then sunshine tomorrow and much chillier, 48 degrees but sunny. I like those kind of days. I don't mind the chilly if it's sunny, you know? And that's what we got Wednesday and Thursday. And in fact, Thursday is going to be sunny and 42. Friday morning we'll be live at Rep Express Catering, and it's going to be our big Operation Santa Claus. We're working with the Salvation Army on this. We're going to have more details on it tomorrow morning. Some of the folks from Operation Santa Claus are going to be in here in the studio with us, but very excited about our Operation Santa Claus event. We're hoping you'll join us for breakfast. The Rep Express guys will have a free community breakfast out, as always, Brian and Rochelle Brown. And just come on in and have breakfast. And if you bring an unwrapped toy or a coat for a kid, you'll get a T-shirt from Stadium Sports. This is all the brainchild of Daryl Harrison, the local authorized Xerox sales agent. He's put this whole Operation Santa Claus event together for the 13th of December, this coming Friday. So please plan to join us live and bring an unwrapped toy. Now, keep in mind the coats do not have to be new. But you know, yesterday morning, after we talked about this on the air, someone, ma'am, I wish you'd call so we could thank you. They said she only would say her name was Martha. She came here to the studio and brought 3 big bags of coats, and the coats all have the tags on them.
So
These are brand new coats. Now,
wow.
Now, if you want to bring brand new coats for kids, you can do that, but you don't have to do that. You can bring us used coats, what we're referring to as gently used coats, and Bowen Cleaners is going to actually clean the coats for us. You know, if she brought them to the station yesterday after the show was over because she said that she was going to be out of town on Friday, and you know, you can do that. We'll throw them in the back of Michael's van and take them over there on Friday. Michael, we got a bunch of stuff accumulating in the conference room back there. So we got to make sure we don't forget to take it on Friday morning.
So I need to leave earlier, is what you're telling me. So I'll be there at 3 in the morning then, huh?
Whatever, Michael. Yeah, sure, if that's what it takes. 12 minutes after 8. Do plan to join us on Friday morning for our Operation Santa Claus and Coats for Kids campaign. Look in your closet this week. And my wife was actually doing this yesterday, still trying to find. We want kids' coats. We want coats for kids. We're going to try to make sure that kids in Pitt County do not go without having a winter coat this year. A lot of kids don't have one, folks, and if you've got them sitting in your closet, what good are they going to do you? Bring them on down to Rep Express on Friday morning, and let's get them to a kid who needs it. 13 after 8 o'clock. Let's get a break in. When we come back, we've got news headlines from WITM. We got sports with McGee. And East Carolina Director of Athletics, Jeff Compher, will be live in the studio with details about the bold trip to St. Petersburg, Florida. We'll be back.
ECU your home for the holidays. Men's basketball is back in action this winter with special holiday pricing. Enjoy lower level seating for just $5 when the men take on North Carolina A&T December 14th, VMI on Thursday the 19th, and Georgia State December 29th. Join us for all the fun and excitement with Pirate basketball. For tickets, call 252-737-4500 or visit ECUPirates.com.
Many people in eastern North Carolina suffer from diabetes. The question is, can the disease be managed before it causes harm? Are there lifestyle changes that can help prevent it in the first place? And can a health system really make a difference? At Vidant Health, we're empowering people with tools and resources to detect and manage chronic disease. Can diabetes education and management help members of your family lead healthier lives? The answer is definitely yes.
Pepsi, born here, raised by Panthers fans everywhere.
Raise your Pepsi for a chance to win the ultimate fan experience. See specially marked 18 packs or visit PepsiRaisedHere.com to learn more.
Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage Company will deliver a storage unit to your home or business today. Stallings Storage is the only local company providing mobile storage units 8x15 or 8x10 delivered to your site. If you are remodeling your home or office or need to store merchandise and inventory at your business, you need to call Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage. We deliver, pick up, and store it for you. It's that easy, and there's no need to send your business out of town when your mobile storage needs can be met right here with people you know. Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage is located in Pitt County on Beast Oaks Road. It's a well-secured facility with a living manager. Fixed units range from 5 feet by 10 feet to 40 feet by 40 feet. We store boats, cars, anything you need. We are Pirate supporting pirates. Call Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage today at 321-2300. That's 321-2300.
Having a vision of what really matters is how we succeed. Keeping an eye on the ball, seeing all the things that we need. Focusing on the big picture, always striving to do what's right. Carolina Vision Care, we keep what's important in sight.
Talk of the town this morning. It is still raining outside. Be careful if you're driving to work this morning. I just stuck my head out the front door, and not good weather at all. Rain coming down, very dangerous driving conditions this morning. Be very, very careful. 17 after 8 o'clock now, and 51 degrees. And going to get very cold tonight. We'll have the whole forecast for you in a minute, but right now let's take a look at news headlines this hour, brought to you by Tab Premium Built Homes. At the news desk, Clayton Bauman, weekend anchorman from WITN. Good morning, CB.
Good morning, Henry. The search is on for the people who police say were shooting at each other in the street of a local neighborhood. Now there are bullet holes to patch in a home and 2 cars caught in the middle. Greenville police said they got a call of shots fired on West 13th Street at 11:08 last night. Once officers got there, a witness told them people in 2 cars were shooting at each other in the street, but apparently missed and took off. Officials said the people behind the guns left bullet holes in the house at 402 West 13th Street while people were inside. Officers say no one was hurt. 2 cars parked nearby were also hit in the gunfire exchange. While officers reported they are working with vehicle descriptions from the shooting, those descriptions have not been released. Police say 1 person was killed Monday morning in a triple shooting in New Bern. The shooting happened in the 2100 block of Alabama Avenue. That's off of Oaks Road around 11:15 a.m. Lieutenant Rhonda Allen says Andrew West of Vanceboro was found shot in a yard at Dale Street and Florida Avenue. He died later at Carolina East Medical Center. Marcel O'Brien of Cove City was found shot in a vehicle on Alabama Avenue. Allen says he was transferred to Vidant Medical Center in Greenville. A third victim, Terrell Evan of New Bern, showed up at Carolina East with a gunshot wound. Police say a person at the scene was taken in for questioning, and they say he is the shooter. That person's name has not been released. All 3 victims have a number of drug convictions. First Med has shut down its emergency ambulance service in Bertie County, but the county says that it's still covered. The ambulance service over the weekend announced it was closing operations in other areas, but Bertie County authorities believe that would not impact them. Monday morning, county officials learned the ambulance provider had closed down and indicated to the county they were preparing to file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. In October, the county hired First Med to provide emergency rescue service. Matt Leicester, who is EMS director for First Med in Bertie County, tells WITN that First Med employees are being placed as temporary county employees so ambulance service can continue. County Manager Scott Sauer says the county entered a state of emergency to authorize the hiring of the employees and to seek resource help from the state. Deputies say 3 men came into a home outside of Kinston to steal drugs and money. The only problem was lawmen beat them to the drugs by several hours. Lenoir County Sheriff Chris Hill says Sunday night they received a tip from Kinston police about a large amount of marijuana at a home on Cherry Lane. Around 10:15 p.m., 2 deputies did a knock and talk, and the okay was given to search the home. 3 were eventually arrested on various drug charges after the search. Hill says several hours later they got a call from the same home for an armed robbery and kidnapping. A woman not arrested when deputies first visited the home says 3 men pushed their way into the house around 3:15 a.m. One of the men was armed with a knife, and they demanded money and drugs. Taken was $200 in cash and a cell phone, but not the drugs, which were just seized by officers. Hill says a patrol deputy spotted the 3 in a car near US 70 and Highway 258. Charged with first-degree burglary, armed robbery, and second-degree kidnapping are Kevin Hansen, John Crawley, and Andrew Weaver, all of Goldsboro. The trio is being held on $125,000 bonds. Those are your WITN News headlines. Send it back to you, Henry.
All right, very good. That's our news headlines this hour, brought to you by Tab Premium Built Homes. And if you're looking to have a home built right now, you need to call Andy Bayless and the guys at Tab. Let's check the weather. And McGee will give us a little more information about what's coming. It's going to get cold tonight.
Yeah, it is, and the rain will continue throughout the day today, ending maybe by this afternoon, or at least tapering off a little bit. Clear skies for tonight, but cold. Lows in the upper 20s for tonight. Wednesday, sunshine is back with a high of 48 degrees. Clear skies for Wednesday night with lows in the upper 20s. And for Thursday, once again, sunshine in the forecast for back-to-back days for the first time in a while. Highs in the low 40s and lows in the low 20s. So feeling a lot more like Christmas coming up over the next few days.
Second showroom for Tab Premium Built Homes has been open here in Greenville. They're located right next door to Finelli's Cafe on Red Banks Road and the Lindale Shops. They've opened their second showroom to better assist their Greenville clients in designing and enjoying the building process. It's the same builder you've been hearing about for years. It built Nicholas Sparks' home and Curtis Strange home down at the beach. Top quality, but Tab's homes start in the 300s. Stop in and let them chat with you about what you want. You may be surprised that you can afford a Tab home from Andy Bayless and the guys at Tab Premium Built Homes. If you choose Tab to be your builder and use a Southern Living house plan, you'll receive the plan for free. That alone will save you thousands of dollars. Stop in the Lindale shop, see the new Southern Living House Plan Resource Center by Tab Premium Built Homes, and you'll discover why people always say that Tab is quality. Getting a lot of emails and texts this morning. Johnny has texted me. If you were with us early this morning, we were talking about the swearing in of the Greenville City Council people last night. And there's a great picture of Rick Croskery, Dr. Croskery, on the front page of the Daily Reflector getting sworn in with his hand on the Bible. 2 of the members of the Greenville City Council chose not to be sworn in with their hands on the Bible, and they had the word God removed from their oath of office. Instead of swearing, "So help me God," at the end, they just affirmed that they believe that. So Johnny has responded by saying, "I'm not sure what motivated Smiley or Blackburn, but in Matthew 5, Jesus said this about swearing. Ye have heard that it hath been said by them of old time, Thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shalt perform unto the Lord thine oaths." In other words, what Johnny is suggesting here is that maybe the motivation for not putting the hand on the Bible and swearing, "So help me God," was because they had a concern with what was in Matthew 5. And my response back to him was, "Johnny, I'm pretty sure they were not motivated by the book of Matthew." That's just my guess.
I'd have to agree with that one.
That's just my guess. I do not know what the motivations were. I was really surprised. I don't remember it ever taking place before. I don't remember us ever having city council people sworn in that refused to put their hand on the Bible. Why would you? What was the message? What's the message that you're sending? Why would you not swear to God that you will uphold the Constitution of the city? Why would you not do that if you're willing to affirm it, but you're not willing to swear to God? I just found that strange last night. But I suspect it's not the first thing, it's not the last thing we'll find strange with this city council. Is Marion Blackman last night, instead of having her pastor with her, she had her friend, who she described him, was a longtime environmental activist. What? 24 after. Let's go to break.
Hey, while we're breaking,
I'm telling you, I lived in Chapel Hill once. What?
I'm not a transition from that to this, but honey, happy anniversary! It's our 2-year anniversary today. I love you.
2 years?
2 years.
She hasn't left you yet?
No.
Gosh, it doesn't seem like you've been married 2 years. Have
I
you
know
really?
it's going by quick.
No kidding.
Yeah.
2 years.
Now you can go on inside and tend to your animals.
Yeah. Dr. Lauren, good morning. Happy anniversary. What are you doing? Anything special tonight? Taking her to Beef O'Brady's? What are you doing?
Won't have time. Not enough time.
All right, ECU Athletic Director Jeff Compher scheduled to be here. I don't know, has anybody seen Jeff yet? It's raining out there. Maybe he's making his way. We'll be back 25 after 8.
Don't miss the incredible year-end savings at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. We are overstocked with over 400 new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram vehicles. We aren't only discounting the 2013 models, but the 14s as well. Jeep Patriot starting at only $15,990. Dodge Grand Caravan starting at only $19,990. Ram Quad Cab starting at only $26,990.
It's the big finish at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cracker Barrel in Greenville.
If you are searching for an experienced personal injury law firm, consider ours, Hardy & Hardy.
At Hardy & Hardy, we have over 60 years combined experience. We've represented thousands of clients in personal injury and wrongful death cases throughout North Carolina.
We're a hands-on firm, and we're serious about protecting your rights at the negotiating table or in the courtroom. When you hire us, you're hiring a team with years of experience.
Hardy & Hardy, protecting the rights of the seriously injured.
Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage Company will deliver a storage unit to your home or business today. Stallings Storage is the only local company providing mobile storage units 8x15 or 8x10 delivered to your site. If you are remodeling your home or office or need to store merchandise and inventory at your business, you need to call Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage. We deliver, pick up, and store it for you. It's that easy, and there's no need to send your business out of town when your mobile storage needs can be met right here with people you know. Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage is located in Pitt County on Beast Oaks Road. It's a well-secured facility with a live-in manager. Fixed units range from 5 feet by 10 feet to 40 feet by 40 feet. We store boats, cars, anything you need. We are Pirate supporting pirates. Call Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage today at 321-2300. That's 321-2300.
Having a vision of what really matters is how we succeed. Keeping an eye on the ball, seeing all the things that we need. Focusing on the big picture, always striving to do what's right. Carolina Vision Care, we keep what's important in sight.
When you're on the go, it's Trade Wilco. No matter where you go in Eastern Carolina, there's sure to be an attractive and always clean Trade Wilco Hess station nearby. For the absolute lowest prices on gas, groceries, and travel necessities, stop at any of the Trade Wilco Hess stations throughout Eastern Carolina. Keep your eyes on the road, but remember to look for the green and white Hess sign. The best part? No one supports the ECU Pirates more. So when you're on the go, it's Trade Wilco. All right, welcome back. It's Talk of the Town here Tuesday morning, and the Director of Athletics at ECU, Jeff Compher, just made his way out of the driving snowstorm that we have here on Arlington Boulevard. It's actually raining out there. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Are you doing okay?
Yeah, doing
And he came in
Henry.
wearing a holiday pin. Michael, can you get a shot of that for the TV audience? I don't know if you can see this. This is I'm a dummy. It took me a while to figure this out. It's a pin that's got an L with a slash across it. And I'm like, what does that pin mean? And finally we figured it, no L.
A lot of people think it means no losers because of the business I'm in, and of course I don't like that either. But this is a holiday pin I've had for about 30 years.
Nice.
And
nice.
I wear it, obviously a limited time to wear it, but it's a lot of fun. And I have a whole new audience now, so it's even better.
Everybody in Illinois already knew about it.
Yeah, they already knew.
All right, Jeff Compher, the athletic director at ECU, and exciting football season. And now the bowl has been solidified, and East Carolina is off to the Beef O'Brady's Bowl. Are we happy?
We are very happy. I had the privilege of telling our team on Sunday. Mm-hmm. We were hoping to be able to tell them on Saturday, but things didn't quite work out with the timing we expected. But we were able to tell them on Saturday, and they were very excited. I actually found a bottle of sunscreen in my car and took it in, and I threw it to Ruff, and I said, Ruff, you guys are going to need this because we're going to St. Pete for the Beef O'Brady's Bowl, and they loved it, and they started cheering, and they're really excited.
Other than Florida, it's probably the best location for a bowl that you could get of all the bowl tie-ins that we have.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful area. You're going to have good weather for the game because it's inside.
Yep.
I mean, you're at Tropicana Field, and so that's kind of a cool place to play. And we're, from a destination standpoint, we get there, play the game, and you're able to get home in time to spend Christmas with your family, and I think that's really, really special as well.
Yeah, they're not going to be practicing on Christmas Day like they have in some years past.
That's right.
That's
right.
All right, now the Beef O'Brady's Bowl it has a tie-in to Conference USA, but it also has tie-ins to other conferences as well. I believe the ACC and the American. Am I right?
Right, that's true.
But how did the MAC end up in there?
Well, the MAC
we're going to play Ohio for the MAC.
Right, we're going to play Ohio University. Frank Solich, many people know Frank from his time as the head coach at Nebraska. Very successful there. And I got to know Frank, obviously, from my time at Northern Illinois when we were playing Ohio on a regular basis. And he's a great coach, a great program. They will be well prepared and ready to go. And but how the tie-in worked, you have a lot of secondary arrangements with bowls. So the American didn't have enough bowl-eligible teams to fill, so that's how the MAC got a team in because of that secondary agreement.
Now, there was some of the bowls were announced for the Conference USA teams on Saturday night, and I kept checking Twitter, I kept checking the internet, trying to figure out where we were going. There was a delay.
There was.
In our announcement. We didn't get our announcement out until like mid-afternoon on Sunday. Why were you negotiating? What was going on there?
Well, there was a lot of things going on. ESPN owns this bowl. They also own several other bowls, including the Hawaii Bowl and the BBVA Compass Bowl that's in Birmingham. And so, I think ESPN was trying to find the best matchups and trying to look for the best teams that they could get for a TV audience, and that's what was happening. And so we had planned. Conference USA had told us if Marshall loses, they're going to the Military Bowl, and most likely Rice would go to the Liberty Bowl, which worked out. So we were ready because we were told we're going to go to St. Pete, and we had put a lot of time in planning for the Beef O'Brady's Bowl, looking at that as a likely possibility given the fact that it was either the Military Bowl for us or the Beef O'Brady Bowl.
Okay. And so now it's all set. It's 2 o'clock on the 23rd of December.
Right.
And people, you probably need to sell some tickets, right?
We do. And one thing I want to mention at the outset, I want to make it clear, it's very important to buy your tickets from our website because we get the credit for it, and the Pirates need that because, we already have a great reputation of taking a lot of fans to away trips, to bowl games, and so we want to continue that kind of reputation.
But people may not be aware, the way these things work, you got a guarantee, right?
We do.
Yeah,
we do, and it directly impacts our bottom line.
Yeah,
so the more we sell directly of our allotment, that is best for us and our program. And so I think the ticket prices, there is a kind of a really high price. It's the party deck price. It's $200, but includes beverages and meals during the game. There's also the 1 and 200 level price at $55, the 300 level price at $35, and then we're selling tickets for ECU students at $20 each. And I know a lot of people are thinking, man, this just doesn't fit in with my holiday plans, but I sure would like to support a student going to the game. They can help us by buying a ticket and helping to support a student to go to the game for $20. So that would be a good donation opportunity for them. And buying it either from our ticket office, these tickets, or buying it through our website is really key for us.
Are we going to have pretty good seats down there?
Yeah, our seats are really good. I mean, we looked at them, and they're. You can go online and actually see where the sections are. We've got, I think, probably the best seating opportunities there, and we can all sit together. That's the other thing. If you buy through us, you know you're going to sit with Pirates, and that's really important.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, now how about travel plans? Are there some packages already put together?
We do. We have some travel packages put together, and the best thing to do is go on our website, ECUPirates.com, and we have Pirates in the Postseason site. On that, there is there's a really good ticket package that you can. It starts at $289, and if you have 4 people in a room, it goes down to $229 in a room. It doesn't include your airfare, but it does include your room for 2 nights, your transportation to and from the game. You get a lanyard, and you get another bowl gift, and you have the opportunity to go to the pregame, the alumni pregame. And that's all part of that as well.
Now, are you going to have airline stuff in the packages?
It is. There is information in there on getting to Tampa, and that's all. There's an FAQ on this website as well, and it gives you information on how to book a flight if you're interested in doing that. I know over the weekend a lot of people were talking about really good flights from Raleigh to the Tampa airport for a relatively reasonable price, about $189 one way.
I think you can. I think you can also fly to Clearwater, can't you?
Yes, you can. You can fly to Clearwater. You can fly to Tampa. There's several airports there, and it lists all the airports. In fact, you've got Tampa International, St. Petersburg Clearwater International, and Sarasota Bradenton International Airport. So there's 3 different airports you can get to by air.
All right, very good. And again, everything that you need to know is on ECUPirates.com.
Yes, it is, and it's Pirates in the Postseason website. There's a lot of information there. A lot of people are thinking about driving, and we've actually looked at that from Greenville. It's 725 miles, which is a little over 10 hours you can get there.
McGee, you were right.
Yeah. So
yeah, I told you.
We were talking about 11 hours this morning. Somebody texted and said it was going to take 13, but we think that he probably drives an old beat-up pickup, perhaps.
Well, it's 725 miles, and some people drive faster than others, but
Yeah.
And I'm just really
excited. If you were riding with a guy from South Carolina, you could get there in no time. What was his name?
Oh, Jadeveon Clowney. You could get there in probably 6 to 7 hours.
Right.
I'm not sure you'd want to ride with him.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, and we're excited. The team's going to go down on the 19th and get ready for the game, and they have a lot of activities for the team and some of the official parties. So we're looking forward to that. We're in a very nice hotel, the Renaissance Vinoy, right there in Tampa. Well, actually in St. Pete downtown, so it's going to be nice.
If people have never been to the Gulf Coast of Florida, it really is the nicest part of Florida.
I think it is. I mean, there's a lot of things to see and do in that area. You can get over to the Gulf very easily, but St. Petersburg itself is really nice. Has a great downtown. There's a lot of things to do downtown in St. Pete. It's very artsy and kind of eclectic down there. It'll be fun.
I don't think I've been to St. Pete. I've been all around it. I've been to Tampa, and I've been down further south around Naples and what is it down there? What's that island down there? They're one of my favorite places that we.
Sanibel?
No, there's another island. It starts with an M. I can't think of it, but anyway.
Yeah.
McGee, you got some questions for
yeah, I do. I was going to ask Jeff about the game itself. It's a pretty historic game in the sense of if the Pirates can get a win, it would mark only the 2nd time in program history that ECU's finished the season with double-digit wins. If they can get 10 wins, it would be the 30th win overall for Ruffin McNeill as a head coach. So it's a pretty I know he's not thinking about that, but from a fan standpoint, a media standpoint, I'm looking at that and going, it would be a pretty historic win, and what a great place to get it. Other than that, the first time since 1965 the Pirates have been to a Florida Bowl. They played in the Tangerine Bowl under Stasevich in the third of 3 consecutive 9-1 seasons. So it's a lot's on this game when you look at it.
I think it is, and I know that our program, when talking to the guys on the team and the coaches, they're well aware of that 10-win kind of threshold, and they want to get there. And especially after the bad taste that was left in our mouth after the Marshall game, I think they want to erase that and have a great memory to train with over the spring and get ready for next season as we move into the American Conference.
When you think back over this season, you think about – it's almost like we caught Carolina on the right day. We certainly, I think NC State's just bad, but then you go to Marshall, and then Marshall catches us on the right day.
Right.
I think if East Carolina and Marshall played that game home and home 10 times, East Carolina might win 6-7 of them.
I would agree with you. I think one, they don't play very well on the road, was evidenced. How they played at Rice, and I think that's something. Even their fans told us that. We don't play well on the road, so and they proved that out. I think it's something to consider. But when you can go on the road and have a season like we did and beat Carolina and State, that makes those wins even more significant, in my opinion. And I told Ruff, because I know we were all a little bit down after we got back on that Saturday after the Marshall game. I said, if you would have thought at the beginning of the year that you were going to have 9 wins. You beat Carolina and State on the road, and you had a chance to play for the East Division Championship at Conference USA. You'd be pretty happy about that. Yeah. And he said, yeah, you're right. Thanks for putting it in perspective, but we need to get back to work and get that 10th victory.
Was there a moment where it looked like there might be a chance that East Carolina might play your old school, Northern Illinois?
There was. In fact, I thought that was going to happen. Up until really about an hour before we were told who we were going to play. I thought we were going to play Northern Illinois.
I thought that would have been a great story.
It would have been a great story, and I would have loved it. In fact, I even called the commissioner of the Mid-American Conference and said, hey, John, if that, I want you to know if that's a possible matchup, I'm all for it. And he said, I appreciate the call, Jeff. And his name is John Steinbrecher, and he and I are good friends. And if it would have worked out, it would have been a lot of fun. And I think it would have been a good story.
Yeah, it would have been. Although I don't think you want to play Northern Illinois.
No, they're obviously a very good program. Still in the top 25 ranked through the BCS after their tough season-ending loss. But we're there too, and I feel very good about our team. I'd love to see that matchup because I know we'd hang with them.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think that they got it right? Auburn, FSU title game. I mean, how do you think with the playoffs now approaching? Do you think this, for one last time, this is right?
I really do. I think they got it right, and you talk about a storybook season with Auburn and what they were able to do, and. Wouldn't it be great if they ended up with a national championship after kind of being the worst team in the SEC the previous year? It's amazing, an incredible story.
It really is. Jeff Compher, the athletic director at ECU. As you look ahead, Jeff, to next season, this is our last season in Conference USA. Now we move to the American Athletic Conference next year. What are your thoughts about that it's definitely going to be a step up in terms of competition? When you look at the American this year, you had Central Florida and Houston and Louisville. Of course, Louisville's moving on in the top 25 most of the season.
That's right. No, I think we've definitely stepped up competitively in the American, and not just in football, but certainly in basketball and the other sports as well. And so, to have Temple coming in, to have UConn coming in, to have Cincinnati coming in, Memphis again, and those teams we're going to play them home and home every year in basketball. It's really a great challenge for both our men's and women's programs.
Yeah. It's a big deal, and I guess with the you are positioned better, I think, are you not, for bowl situations? Somebody made the comment earlier this week when East Carolina moves to the American, the way the thing works out, the bowl games aren't going to be that much different. Do you think that's probably going to be true?
Well, it is. I mean, we know what our bowl lineup is and with the American, and we can go over that sometime because I don't have them all in front of me. But we actually had a conference call yesterday and talked about all of that. But what it does is if it sets you up for if you're the best team, if you have the best ranking of the other 5 conferences, the other 6 conferences, that are at the BCS level, then you have an opportunity to play in one of those premier bowls. And that's where we need to position ourselves each and every year.
Yeah.
And that's what our goal is going to be. It won't be to play in a BCS game, but it will be to play in one of those, well, because the BCS is gone. So we have the playoff now, but we will want to position ourselves to play in one of those premier bowls. And that's what's going to happen.
Let me ask you about you personally. You've been the athletic director here now for what? 6-7 months?
Yeah, it's a little over 7, almost 8 months.
8 months. Yeah. What's been the biggest surprise about East Carolina University to you, or maybe Greenville as a community?
Well, it's not a surprise. It's more of a confirmation of how much this town supports the university and vice versa. And I love to see that kind of cooperation. I can tell you, I've been a lot of places where it's just not like that. You don't have that relationship where everyone cares about one thing, and that's the ECU Pirates. And wherever you go here, there's all kinds of support. People just they're hanging their flags, they hang their diplomas. You see all the stickers on the cars, and I mean, this is a unique place. And I have used Greenville and ECU as an example of what it should be. Even from where I was in DeKalb, I said, if you could go to Greenville and see how they do it, it's a great lesson for cooperation and support.
Yeah, well, that's great to hear.
Well said.
Good to see you. Yeah. McGee, you got anything else?
Thank you.
That's it. That's a great way to end it right there.
Yeah, well, thank you, guys.
Let's go win a bowl game.
Yeah, let's go win a bowl game. Let's get to 10 wins.
And, bless Jeff Lebo's heart. He's lost his big men.
He has.
We didn't even talk about basketball, but he loses the Armstrong guy, kind of surprisingly coming back this year, and now the Gilmet kid looks like he's out for the year. Boy, what a shame, because they were playing so well, and it's going to be tough sledding, I think, without big guys.
It will be, and obviously, he's reinventing. He keeps saying, "I'm reinventing how we play and who's on the floor." He told me, he said, "I'm starting combinations that I never thought I would start. I'm playing guys a lot more minutes than I thought I would ever play," and so he's trying to figure out what that rotation should be and how it can all work together. But it'll take a while, and I'm glad that we had some early tests of this team to kind of see how we were going to play under pressure, because that certainly isn't going to diminish as we move forward in our league.
Krzyzewski's comments after the Duke game, I nearly fell out of my chair. I've never heard him say anything good about anybody.
No, he was as gracious and magnanimous. He couldn't have been more
complimentary of East Carolina.
He was.
I mean, not just the program, the kids, but the university.
Right.
I mean, he just went on and on about it.
No, I think that says a lot about not just our basketball program, but as you said, kind of our stature in this state and how people view us, and how that image is evolving more towards the positive each and every day.
And we didn't even talk about Heather Macy. She's still undefeated, McGee?
Still undefeated.
Still undefeated.
She is.
Yeah. Women's team, I've been out and seen them play a couple times. They're good.
Oh, they're very good. Very athletic. She can run a lot of different players on the court at different times, and she plays an up-tempo, pretty aggressive defensive game, and it's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. If people hadn't been out to see the women's team, they should go. It's
Love to have them come out.
Yeah.
And we've got some really good specials over the holiday for some of our men's games. $5 tickets down low. You get to sit where the students normally sit because they're out of town. So, check the schedule. Come on out and support us. We'd love to have the town come out.
All right. And the website, again, is ECUPirates.com to get all the information about the Beef O'Brady's Bowl. All right, Jeff, good to see you.
Good to see you too, Henry. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. 12 in front of 9. McGee's got sports coming up next. Be right back.
The last thing you need when you're hurt is an insurance company that downplays your injuries. If you've been hurt in an accident, you need an experienced personal injury attorney to help you.
Wayne and Charles Hardy have been representing injured clients since 1982. A passion for justice, a determined approach, a skilled legal team. The law firm of Hardy & Hardy is seasoned and serious about protecting your rights.
If you've been seriously injured, Count on Hardy and Hardy.
Protecting the rights of the seriously injured.
Unlock the best life has to offer for generations to come. Introducing the Legacy membership exclusively at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. As a Legacy member, you'll not only enjoy all the benefits of an active, family-friendly lifestyle, your children and grandchildren will enjoy membership status as well. Belonging to Ironwood is remarkable. Sharing it with your entire family is even better. Become a Legacy member today, only at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. Golf at its finest, life at its fullest.
Top Dog Academy is Eastern North Carolina's complete dog training facility. Top Dog provides an excellent environment for dogs of all ages with training services and work week daycare. Top Dog is located on Highway 43 South, just 4 miles from Bells Fork, and features a comfortable, healthy environment and a spacious facility for daycare and a brand new, beautiful facility for training. Call 752-8215 or visit TopDogOnline.com.
Come on out Highway 43 South to Top Dog Academy, where we know dogs.
Pepsi, born here, raised by Panthers fans everywhere.
Raise your Pepsi for a chance to win the ultimate fan experience. See specially marked 18 packs or visit PepsiRaisedHere.com to learn more.
Many people in eastern North Carolina suffer from diabetes. The question is, can the disease be managed before it causes harm? Are there lifestyle changes that can help prevent it in the first place? And can a health system really make a difference? At Vidant Health, we're empowering people with tools and resources to detect and manage chronic disease. Can diabetes education and management help members of your family lead healthier lives? The answer is definitely yes.
Having a vision of what really matters is how we succeed. Keeping an eye on the ball, seeing all the things that we need. Focusing on the big picture, always striving to do what's right. Carolina Vision Care, we keep what's important in sight.
All right, great to have Jeff Compher live in the studio with us here this morning, talking about the Beef O'Brady's Bowl. And we got more sports now on 103.7 WTIB here at 9 minutes in front of 9 o'clock. McGee is here, and here's what's going on sports-wise. What you got?
All right, and last night, Monday Night Football, Bears over the Cowboys 45-28. Chicago now 7-6, even with the Detroit Lions in the NFC North. Some bad news for Panthers backup running back Jonathan Stewart. He has a torn MCL on his right knee. That was suffered in Sunday night's 31-13 loss to the Saints. He will miss up to 10 days, or is expected to miss up to 10 days. AP College Basketball poll this week, a little different than last week. Arizona now the number 1 team in the land, followed by Syracuse, Ohio State, Wisconsin, and Michigan State, and the Tar Heels jump back into the top 25 as their roller coaster season continues. They're coming in at number 18. ECU back in action this weekend, taking off for exams. They'll be hosting North Carolina A&T. The 6 finalists for the 2013 Heisman Trophy were announced on Monday, and those will be Jordan Lynch, Johnny Manziel, Trey Mason, A.J. McCarron, Andre Williams, and Florida State quarterback Jameis Winston. And Wake Forest has hired Dave Clawson from Bowling Green as its next football coach. This, according to a person familiar with the situation. That person said a news conference to introduce Clawson is expected today in Winston-Salem.
All right, very good. Are the what's the music show that's tonight? Is it the American Music Awards? That's not it. American Country Music Awards?
Oh, I don't know.
The ACAs, maybe?
I don't know.
The local guys from Greenville, the band, Parmalee.
Yeah.
Do you know that they have the number 1 song in the country right now? They have the number 1 country music record in the country right now.
Really?
How about that?
No, I had no
idea.
idea.
Their song Carolina is number 1 on the Billboard charts.
That's a great song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently they're going to be there's some music award tonight. Michael, do you know what it is?
I will look that up.
I do
Stand
not.
by.
Is it the American Country Music Awards or something like that? But pretty interesting actually. It's the ACM Awards, American Country Music Awards. I think it's on TV tonight. And you think about that, You know, the David Garrard's brother-in-law is one of the members of the band Parmalee.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, I don't know if you know Martha and Benny Knox from little old Robertsonville. When you think about it, Martha and Benny, that's the son's parents, and of course Mary Garrard's parents. So they're from Robertsonville, North Carolina, and they've got one son who's got a #1 country hit, and the other son is the son-in-law is an NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Who knew? Doing big things. in
Robertsonville, North Carolina. Checking in.
Martin County.
Yeah. Pretty good, huh?
That's awesome. No doubt.
All right, one more reminder this morning. We're going to have some folks in tomorrow morning from Operation Santa Claus. The Salvation Army people here in Pitt County do such an awesome job with this on a year-to-year basis. And this year, we're lending a helping hand with a special Operation Santa Claus event coming up Friday morning. Daryl Harrison from Xerox is sponsoring this. And it's going to be live at Rep Express on Friday morning during our monthly community breakfast. Free breakfast for everybody. And if you bring a toy, an unwrapped toy for a child for Operation Santa Claus, it will stay in Pitt County with a Pitt County family. And you'll get a T-shirt from Stadium Sports just for bringing it out on Friday morning. And, of course, the other part of it is our Toys for our Coats for Kids campaign. If you bring some coats out of your closet, we're looking for hand-me-down coats. You don't have to bring new coats, although people have been buying new coats, believe it or not. But we're looking for hand-me-down coats. We want you to bring them to Rep Express on Friday morning. And if you bring them out there, we're going to get them to Bowen Cleaners. And Bowen Cleaners is going to get them cleaned up, and then the coats will be given to some kids that do not have a winter coat. And so it's all coming up Friday morning, 7 to 9. Please mark it on your calendar. Please come out and support this. This is a neat community opportunity to help some underprivileged people here during the holidays. You know, my wife and I were talking about it last night. Take your kids out and let them pick out a toy, and then bring them down and bring the toy to Operation Santa Claus to the event on Friday morning. You know, let the kids pick it out. Say, you know, hey, what do you want for Christmas? Pick a toy out that you might want, and we'll give it to a kid your age who probably is not going to get any Christmas at all unless somebody helps out. So that's what Operation Santa Claus is all about. And thanks again to Daryl Harrison and the guys at Rep Express and Stadium Sports and Bowen Cleaners. You know, it's funny how this thing came together. People just kept offering to do things. And we'll tell that story tomorrow morning. We got some folks from law enforcement and Greenville EMS coming in here. They've been very involved in this from day one. I think we got some folks from the Highway Patrol coming in tomorrow morning. They're going to be with us on Friday morning. So come on out and be a part of the Operation Santa Claus Coats for Kids event at Rep Express. Everybody have a great Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow.
The last thing you need when you're hurt is an insurance company that downplays your injuries. If you've been hurt in an accident, you need an experienced personal injury attorney to help you.
Wayne and Charles Hardy have been representing injured clients since 1982. A passion for justice, a determined approach, a skilled legal team. The law firm of Hardy & Hardy is seasoned and serious about protecting your rights.
If you've been seriously injured, count on Hardy & Hardy.
Protecting the rights of the seriously injured.
Unlock the best life has to offer for generations to come. Introducing the Legacy membership exclusively at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. As a Legacy member, you'll not only enjoy all the benefits of an active, family-friendly lifestyle, your children and grandchildren will enjoy membership status as well. Belonging to Ironwood is remarkable. Sharing it with your entire family is even better. Become a Legacy member today, only at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. Golf at its finest, life at its fullest.
Top Dog Academy is Eastern North Carolina's complete dog training facility. Top Dog provides an excellent environment for dogs of all ages with training services and work week daycare. Top Dog is located on Highway 43 South, just 4 miles from Bells Fork, and features a comfortable, healthy environment and a spacious facility for daycare and a brand new, beautiful facility for training. Call 752-8215 or visit TopDogOnline.com.
Come on out Highway 43 South to Top Dog Academy, where we know dogs.
Singing these long days will be worth it when we're
Pepsi, born here, raised by Panthers fans everywhere.
Raise your Pepsi for a chance to win the ultimate fan experience. See specially marked 18 packs or visit PepsiRaisedHere.com to learn more.
Many people in eastern North Carolina suffer from diabetes. The question is, can the disease be managed before it causes harm? Are there lifestyle changes that can help prevent it in the first place? And can a health system really make a difference? At Vidant Health, we are empowering people with tools and resources to detect and manage chronic disease. Can diabetes education and management help members of your family lead healthier lives? The answer is definitely yes.
Having a vision of what really matters is how we succeed. Keeping an eye on the ball, seeing all the things that we need. Focusing on